some of the first kicks?
No, it was towards the end, really. Each one, every time he landed one, it was like, okay, he was starting to freaking really wind up and get into it. He was just kicking different spots. Like he kicked my calf, he kicked my knee, he kicked my thigh, or the inside of my thigh. But the calf's really sore, so he kind of worked me over a little bit with those kicks.
Were you really playing possum? It seems, I mean, through the fight, it seems like that was really just kind of waiting and setting that up.
Yeah, I mean, I like to do that kind of stuff, try to get people close, and I'm not going to say he wasn't tearing me up with those legs.
But that's kind of why you play possum, to bring him in.
To bring him in, and he was kind of doing the same thing over and over again, kick my legs, then look to finish with hands, and the second time, or the last time he did it, it was a mistake.
Did that kind of throw you off guard? I mean, through training, were you prepared knowing that he was going to have his leg kicks?
No, really what I thought is he would come with hands and then finish with legs like most guys do, but he was just coming real powerful, and I was actually wanting to take him down and wear him out a little bit, but I wasn't going to let him just run me over with his hands, and I was going to stand up to him, because so many guys that fight him just
standing bro,
freaking deer in the headlights kind of. If you see him, he just freaking runs him over, freaking fights over. I didn't want to be one of those guys.
Were you surprised how fast he came out?
No, he was just right in my face, but you expect that from a guy who's got that many knockouts and who's fought at the level he's fought at.
One of the things that was notable is when even with the kicks, and he just kept coming with him, it seemed like you kept moving forward. And you take the kick, you try to deflect it as much as you could, but you kept coming at him. Strategy to try to keep the distance kind of shortened up.
Well, the thing is you let a guy kick you and hit you and do all these things, and then you don't want him to freaking rest and then do the same shit. So you kind of want to stay in their face, make them work, and make them real tight, like you're going to come back.
Did you feel that anytime you were in trouble when it happened?
Man, I sprained my ankle. I was just walking when I sprained my ankle, and then the leg kicks were really hurting, but, you know.
How much longer do you think you could have withstood that kind of barrage?
Who knows? Once again, I'm one of those guys, if you back me into a corner, I'm going to fight my way out of it, and that's what I did.
You still got your fist anyways.
Yeah.
Lose one leg, you still got your hands.
Exactly.
Did you feel like, that with all the kicks to the leg that it might have hurt your punching power? Did you think that it just wasn't, your punching power was still going to be there?
Well, the thing is like my boxing coach over here, I can throw powerful punches on one leg, freaking moving backwards. I've just been blessed with a gift of punching power and a little bit of athleticism where I can hold my power when I'm in weird spots, so I wasn't too worried about that.
You may have said this already, I apologize. What's the status? I mean, I know you're
sore.
looking good.
It's sore.
You don't feel anything's broken?
I'm gonna ice. No, I'm not worried about anything
Mainly
broken.
muscle?
Just freaking muscle. I mean, he beat up my muscles pretty good. Kicked my kneecap one time, but I feel pretty good. I'm gonna ice it tonight. Laser it. I brought my laser with me. I was nursing another injury, and just gonna do my best to help it heal fast.
Were you determined not to go to the ground?
No, actually, that was the plan. I was expecting him to close the distance with hands, me just shoot underneath him, pick him up, slam him, and ride the dog shit out of him. But I just felt like he was moving so well in and out. Anytime I planted my feet, he wouldn't engage so much. He would move, he would circle. Anytime I flinched him, he would back up, and I didn't want to lower my level and get kicked in the head because even though he's going to my legs, if I lower my level, I could get caught with a knee or something. So he was doing a good job.
Coming into this fight for Robbie and stuff, do you really see things kind of starting off the way they did? Was it kind of the game plan to sit back and wait for that? Because, I mean, that seemed to come out of nowhere.
No, it wasn't my game plan. But Robbie had watched just as much or more tape on him than I had. He did very good. Melvin did very good about any time he saw any type of a flicker or movement from Robbie, he backed off. So it was really hard to shoot a takedown on something like that. So Robbie knew when Melvin was unloading his hands trying to finish somebody, he always dropped him. So that's when he knew he could throw a punch. Robbie's very good at playing possum. So does a lot practicing in his fights. So it was not surprising that that's how he finished it. But I tell you, it was very hard from the outside looking in because he took a lot of leg kicks.
Yeah, was that something you guys kind of prepped for, or I mean, it was something that you really never saw it coming the way that it did?
Well, he usually set his kicks up with his hands. And he did in this fight. He set his hands up with his kicks. He was throwing his kicks first. So he did take us off guard. He'd obviously been working very hard on his takedown defense. He did a very good job. Whenever he was within that range, he was throwing or kicking. Whenever he wasn't throwing or kicking, he was backed off far enough to where Robbie didn't feel confident shooting. So he had really done his homework and kind of showed a different game plan than the tapes we'd seen on.
So it kind of surprised you when you saw the finish?
No, I wasn't surprised. Robbie has got a brick in each hand, and if he hits somebody with it, they're going to go down. So all I knew was Robbie had to hit him one time, and we knew that he had a suspect chin, to where he does get knocked down in fights. You know, all his knockout losses are basically from one hit. So I mean, we weren't that surprised on the finish at all.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Lawler already looked raw.